Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a yet. No, let's do it again. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
I'm dead. That was horrible.
It was horrible. Welcome back.
No, let me do it. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Oh, you want to do it?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, do it. Do
Yeah,
it.
okay. Yeah.
Go the fuck ahead.
Yeah,
do
this
it.
is promo right now. I love it. Hey, welcome back to the Face of the Music podcast. We are your host, Emanuel Brown, and
Sarey, Sammy.
and we got our sponsor, the beautiful Lemon Perfect. We love the blueberry
we love-
acai. You know what I'm saying? We back at it, baby. You know what I'm saying? No, we got a couple of different flavors. We done did the kiwi star fruit. We did the peach raspberry. We did the OG. We did the watermelon one too, right?
We
In other
got
episodes.
flavors.
Yeah, we did all the other flavors. Make sure you guys go check it out. It's full of flavor, no sugar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Drink more lemons.
You took your sip. I've been talking.
Right. Shut up and yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
welcome back
Welcome back.
to yet another episode of the Face the Music podcast, like Emanuel said.
Yeah.
So just to recap, just to let everybody know, the Face the Music podcast is all about talking about various music industry subjects, topics, our own personal experiences with them, and then our unfiltered advice and honest opinion about how to navigate them, but all of that good shit. And also just talking about relevant issues in the music industry. So today,
and we talking that talk today, baby.
Yes, we are.
We talking that talk today. What we talking about today? That's what you was about to ask me. We're talking about the local music scene here in the Seattle, Washington area.
Yes, not Washington, D.C., bitch.
As an East Coaster, that makes so much sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Raw. So,
go ahead.
Now, for those of you who are in the Seattle music scene and you're watching this, prepare to be offended and possibly unfollow, but I do not give a fuck. Do you give a fuck?
Not at all.
Not at all. So,
if you're unfollowing me, that means we're telling the truth.
And a lot of you bitches be following me, then unfollowing, then follow. Make up your fucking mind. Do you like me or not? Anyway.
We're not here for that petty shit.
We're not. I mean, I pulled up once. Okay. So we're going to talk about why the Seattle music scene feels so motherfucking cliquish. Like, why y'all bitches in high school still? I thought we graduated.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Ooh.
So, now, Emanuel.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, come on.
So where the fuck do we even start? Okay. You know what? Let's start here.
All right.
Let's start here. First of all, let me just say something. I was born and raised here.
Right.
He was not.
Nope.
For a minute, I did like my own tour.
Yeah.
Years ago. When I was in my teenage years. I still look like a teenager, thankfully. Asian, we don't die. So,
Black don't crack.
What the fuck? Anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, anyway. I did my little tour. And, people backstage are so cold. Why you bitches so cold? Why you so threatened, bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my personal experience, and, they say, have you heard the Seattle Freeze?
Yes, I don't think it's real.
I think it's real.
Okay.
I think it's real.
Okay.
As someone who was born and raised.
Explain what that is to the people.
Seattle Freeze is a term that people who aren't from here, don't quote me. Don't fucking quote me.
How the fuck you from here and don't even know what Seattle Freeze is?
Stop, because I only heard it recently. So I believe it means people who aren't from here, who come here, say that the people in Seattle are cold.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So my experience has taught me, especially for those of you who are fans of our music and come to our shows, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And I'm gonna let Emanuel speak about his experience, but people are fucked up to me. People are cold. I should drop your bitch's name. I should drop your names.
Well, before you drop any names, before we get to all the
if we even do that,
before we get to all the tea,
yes,
let's talk about the good things that can come from networking within your community, and let's use us as an example.
Fine. So,
I'm dead.
Okay. Now,
He just wanted to pop off on all the bad shit first.
listen, I say this with love.
Yeah.
Right? It's coming from a place of passion. It's coming
Yeah.
from a place of, I love Seattle.
Yeah. I do too, man. I love it here.
Yeah.
I love it here. It's my second home for sure. I love it here.
Because you're from Newport News. You're not from Seattle.
Yeah.
So
Newport News, Virginia, put some respect on it.
Right. So, but you're right. You know, I know that I was about to get into it, and we will get into it, but there are great things about Seattle. There are great things, genuinely.
Absolutely.
And so for me, one of the greatest things I think I have experienced or you know, feel about the Seattle music scene is that there's it could be a good or bad thing depending on how you look at it, but I love that it's a small world sometimes. Because I like the sense of familiarity.
Yeah.
Because I think when there's familiarity, there's room to create a community. You bump into each other more often, you know, there are partnerships that could happen, things that lead to beautiful things.
Right.
And so I say that as a, you know, in this context, a good thing. But I also think that I love the diversity.
Right.
Seattle is known as a melting pot.
We
have so many different cultures. We have so many different types of people who believe, bitch.
Yeah.
Who believe in different things.
Right.
And we don't run short of that when it comes to musicians here. And I think that you will meet a lot of people who are kind of all over the spectrum. And so, you know, just speaking out of acquaintances that I've met that I know, everyone has been sweet. You know, first conversation, you know, we'll get into after the first, but most of the time it's been a really good first impression. And people, once you kind of get into the community and you start showing your face and you start meeting other people and you start seeing them more often, you know, there is, I really do believe genuinely that there is some sort of open arm policy with musicians here. I do believe that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. But I want you to take it a step further and explain how we met. Tell the people how we met.
It was through a horrible fucking show.
Absolutely. It was a terrible show.
Bro.
Never work with AFTON Afton. Ever.
And you know your business model.
Yeah.
And the fact that you wake up every day and you just run your business, bitch. So we met through, so there's this agency. Okay.
And let's just let disclaimer. Disclaimer.
What?
It was, we learned our lesson.
Yes.
To never do shows like that ever
This
again.
was years ago. This was 2019.
Yeah. Continue.
So so Emanuel and I, we did a gig through Afton. Okay, and
never hire them.
Yeah, Afton, whatever. And basically, their role in how we met is they're kind of like this booking agency that basically is like that middleman of like, they bring in the artists, they talk to the venue, they bring them together to put them on a bill to do a show at a local venue. Okay, I mean they don't just do it here, they do it I think all over the US.
Yep.
But so there was a show offer that we both had gotten, and it was to perform at the Columbia City Theater, which, you know, at the time, before I knew any better, I thought it was a fantastic,
Me too.
You know, I thought it was a great opportunity because oh my God, I get to perform at a theater. It wasn't all that.
Tell them how many artists were there.
There were a lot.
Probably like 20.
There were so many.
Like on one bill. In the same day.
Yeah, there were, and that doesn't even count the guests that were a part of people's set, right? Or does that? I don't know. Who knows? It doesn't even fucking matter. But we met at this gig, and the first time I saw Emanuel, we were checking in with an Afton like rep. And you know, he was in the
Here comes the slander. Here it comes.
He was in the fucking, you know, creeping in the fucking corner.
I'm gonna put a photo up of exactly, because I have a photo. From
you don't.
I have a photo of that day of what I was wearing. Like
you don't.
Like where you say I was like in the corner, like with Felonious. Felonious is my DJ. I have a photo. Yeah,
Shoot.
I'll put that up.
He was in the back.
Yeah.
It was somewhere. You know, he's one of those Seattle artists. Well, he's not from I mean, he lives in Seattle now, whatever.
Yeah.
But he reminded me of those like egotistical Seattle artists that just like sit in the, you know, stand in the back, you know what I'm talking about? And they're like they have that ego of like, I'm important, you should come up to me. And I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? With this fucking, who is that? And then I found out it was your DJ, and I'm like, oh, okay.
And I had my merch on. He's like, who the fuck is this wearing his? Who the fuck you think he is wearing this fucking merch and shit?
Funny story too. Mo was there. Mosea,
shout out Mosea.
Yeah. She didn't get connected with the group until years later, but she was there.
Yeah.
She was a part of my set. And so we checked in, right? Everybody was like figuring out what time they went on or on whatever, okay? The show starts. People are creeping in. It wasn't a lot of people at all. Okay, mind you, this is Columbia City Theater. I don't know what the capacity is, but
I don't know.
Feel free to look it up, Columbia City Theater. And you know, I don't know how many people were in there. Maybe less than 100.
Yeah, it was less than 100. Probably like 50, 60 max.
Did you go? So we met through that show.
Yeah.
Emanuel performed with two other artists. One was Ari. Shout out Ari Zelaya.
And B-Boy Fidget. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. And we met through that show. You performed before I did.
Yep, I went on right before you did.
Yeah, and my fucking family, right?
Listen to this shit.
My fucking family was fucking videotaping his ass. And like fucking like raving about him, like, oh, he's so good, like, oh, he's just another guy that does rap music. What's so special about him?
I fucking love it.
And so they were like taking out their phones and videotaping him. I'm like, cool. And then, you know, his songs were good. His songs were good. Then I went on. This motherfucker wasn't even in the building.
Excuse me. I had to walk my special person to the car.
Right.
I had to walk my wife to the car. You know what I'm saying? So,
great.
Like, come on, like,
great job. Good for you.
Fuck am I supposed to do? Just be like, hold on,
Let her
baby.
walk herself.
Hold on, baby. Fuck you. Watch this motherfucker, Sarey Savvy, who you have no idea who he is.
Right. At the time, didn't she have short hair too?
Yeah, her hair was short hair.
Yeah. So anyway, point being is that we met through that show. It was horrible. Terrible. Their pay structure is horrible.
Yep.
Right? And if you don't sell, they want you to sell a certain number of tickets.
You have to sell a certain number of tickets, and then
20.
after you sell, you have to
20.
sell a certain number of tickets, and then you still don't know when you go on. Then after you sell a certain number of tickets, you don't get the money till after the show, where you have to sell more tickets at the show to get more people to come in, and then you get only 50% of what was paid.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that was a horrible show.
Absolutely, god awful.
Now I don't know about you, but when I went to that show, when I go to shows in general, the goal isn't just to perform.
Absolutely not.
You know, I also wanted to network.
Yep.
Now we exchanged IG. And we didn't talk. We didn't talk though. We exchanged IG, but we didn't talk that much. And I think it was like, I don't know.
I think it was like what happened was I walked back in and your set was still going.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, this is sort of fire. And I was like, and then we talked after. I was like, hey, you know, I'm Emanuel, blah, 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 whatever. We exchanged IGs. And then I was like, yeah, let's stay in touch. Then boom.
But we didn't really like talk until a while later though.
Yeah, we were just like on Instagram. You know how motherfucking artists do on Instagram.
Right.
We gonna get to that in a second. You just peep, you just watch. What's he got
right.
You just look, oh, okay, he doing this. Are you recording?
Was that a year? Was that 6 months?
It was maybe like
it was months after.
Yeah, it was maybe like a couple months after. We would touch base, and then I think I reached out to you and I was like, yo, we should link up sometime. Go get some. You was like, yeah, let's go get some food.
And we went to this bomb ass place in White Center. Shout out White Center. We went
it
to
was super good.
Greenbridge Cafe.
Yeah, we went and got some food.
Yeah.
And then we just talked for a couple hours.
This hoe showed up with books.
Yeah, I just wanted to share books that I was reading. That's it.
I just graduated. I don't want to fucking read books. So anyway, he showed up with like a music publishing book, I believe.
Yeah, shout out to Ari Hurstan. It was
Ari. I fucking love Ari Hurstan.
Yeah.
If there's anything I will read, it's definitely from that man.
How to Make It in the New Music Business is the name of the book. There's 3 editions out. Go buy all 3.
Go buy it. But yeah, so connected,
Yeah.
and then we met at Greenbridge Cafe, and
Yeah.
then literally like we just kept in touch,
Mhm.
and then eventually we bumped into each other because I came into your IG live.
Oh, no. We forgot an important part of the story. So what happened was, before we even met up, he got nominated for an award, a Seattle Sound Music Award.
Fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck the smas. Fuck the smas.
So I just pulled up to support him.
Bro.
Right? Because like I was like, yo, that's dope. So me and my brother just pulled up just to support Sarey. But we're not even gonna go into all that. But
they're not worth it.
They're not.
They're really not worth it. Fuck them.
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't.
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't.
That lady just robbed a shit ton of people.
Anyway, so so eventually,
yep.
you came out to support me. I didn't even ask you. I just told you about it, and you were like, "I'll pull up."
Yeah.
So he pulls up, and
that's when I met your husband for the first time. Too.
Yes, and my sister.
Yep,
my sister. And we started talking a little bit more, and I think after that, we kept in touch more often.
Yeah.
Through social media.
Yeah. Well. Right? Yeah, absolutely. But the reason I wanted to tell this specific story.
Yeah. What the fuck is the point?
The point is that when you're not afraid to talk to people that you don't know,
miracles,
you can form a friendship that turns into a podcast.
Right.
That turns into successful shows, merch collaborations, collaborations in music.
Yeah.
He's produced records for me. You know what I mean? That like he didn't even want any percentage from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we return the favor. You know what I mean? Like friendships can be built if you're not too in your own fucking way.
Right. Or when you're asking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Our relationship, a lot of you motherfuckers do this.
Mm-hmm.
Out here, you bitches want to one up. You bitches want something that will benefit you.
Yep.
And that's not the way to do this.
Yeah.
That's not just a Seattle music scene thing. That's a life thing, right?
Right.
So our relationship, when we were forming our friendship, it was never about what can I gain from this person. It was just us trying to get to know each other. And that's really what it was. And as we started to get to know each other and we felt more comfortable, we started, telling each other about things that we knew. Providing value.
Yep.
Not expecting anything back.
Exactly.
And then I bumped into the IG, the Instagram that that you were on with King. That's how I met King. Like that was like the first time I really like spoke to King.
Yeah.
Which was that was great. But and then that turned into us doing Expensive.
Yep.
And the whole thing was, it was really just like I really liked him. He was a great person.
Likewise. Ditto.
Thank you. And Ditto. I just wanted to. I never felt like I ever belonged in like a community here. I never felt like I belonged in the LGBTQ community, which is crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Because I love queer and trans people.
Right.
But I think that it's not just the music space. It's also the LGBTQ plus community where we're very fucking cliquish. And I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well, I think also one thing that's important is like we got to talk about like, we just built a friendship, we built a business relationship, we built a partnership, off of just trust, not wanting anything, showing up for each other, supporting each other wholeheartedly, not expecting anything. Right now, let's get to the tea.
Yeah, fucking talk about it.
So. The problem is that when you go out to shows here locally in Seattle, you go out to venues, you go out to anything, you meet people, you just be like, hey, what's up? Like we literally went to a show last weekend.
We did. I already forgot that we did that.
We went to a show last weekend, right? I literally seen somebody I knew whose show I went to previously just to support them. Just to support them. I walk up to them. And I say, hey, it's good to see you again, blah, blah, blah. And then this person says to me, oh, I thought that was you. I just didn't want to come over and talk to you because I wasn't sure if it was you or not. Huh?
That's the type of shit.
That's what we on? That's what we on because you're afraid that you might be wrong, that you don't approach me to protect your ego. Aren't we all supposed to be building a community? Aren't we all supposed to be showing love and supporting people? And then I asked this person, I said, "Oh, who you here to who you here to see tonight?" "Oh, I'm here to support everyone." And then they left. 5 minutes after I just seen them.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
How did I miss that? I was there.
They left 5 minutes after 5 minutes after our conversation. So I'm like, okay, cool. And like, let's be clear. A lot of these shows, the music ain't good. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not good. It's not good. Now,
it's not.
I'm not saying we do the best shows and our music is the best.
No.
But I'm just saying, like,
from an artist,
from an artist perspective, it won't good.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all artists need to stop performing your fucking songs.
With the main vocals.
Take the main vocals out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? Like, you paying people to come listen to you stream and shit on Spotify? Like, we can go do that in my car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? Like, this is supposed to be a performance. Give people a performance.
Stop calling them out.
No, we got to.
Stop.
Right? They paying $15, $20 to come see you, and you giving them a $2 experience. And then you want them to give you more streams.
It's the fact that y'all be doing the same shit too. Y'all just be like,
right,
on stage, just like barely move. How the fuck you do a whole choreography standing in one place?
Absolutely. But here's the thing. It's that, right? And then on top of that, it's like, you know, you go meet people, you try to have a conversation with them, just be like, hey, you know, it's good to see you. Nice to meet you, right? Because I go up to everyone with no expectations, right? The whole point of this scene, right? Or the music industry is to network with people. Because you never know. You never know. You never know who you can meet. You never know who you might want to do music with, who you might eventually need a favor from in the future, who might need a favor from you in the future.
Yeah.
And if you just build genuine, keyword, genuine relationships with people, it will always come back to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So with that said, it's like, we've come across so many people we'll meet at shows and they'll be like, man, like, y'all are so dope. We just really need to work, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And then...
where y'all at?
It's like, well, wait a second. Or, you know, it'll be like, or if we reach out to them and be like, hey, like, let's work, you know, we want to pay you for your time. What's your rate? And they'll be like, oh, I don't have a rate. We'll be like, oh. We're like, well, we want to pay you for your time because your time is valuable.
Yeah.
And then they're like, damn, I ain't never had nobody say that to me before.
And that's sad.
Right? And then if they decide not to get paid, I mean, that's on you, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? But then when they come back to you and be like, hey, you know, let's do this. And I'm like, all right, here's my fee. And they're like, well,
ooh,
why should I pay that? Oh, right. So you want me to just stop what I'm doing for you?
For you.
Just stop what fuck everything I got going on in my life to stop, do what you want me to do. And then go take it, and then go probably not even put it out and let it sit on your hard drive forever, right?
Donate your time.
Or you have, I'm going to let you talk. I promise I'm going to let you talk.
No, go ahead. Pop off.
Then you have artists out here who are actually doing great things for the community, right? Who are doing good things for people, for other artists, but yet I personally feel like they do it only so they can flaunt about what they have done for other people. Not because they're doing it 100% from just being genuine in their heart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't need nobody to come out here and be like, oh man, yeah, you remember when I did this for you, E. Brown? Okay, I appreciate that, but you don't define my success. You just a journey in the chapter of the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, don't play with me. I work hard. Butt cheeks. I work hard. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you may have did me a solid and I return the solid.
Yeah.
But I don't do it and be like, oh yeah, let me tell you what I did for him or what I did for her.
Not bragging rights.
That's fucking lame.
You're
fucking lame if you do that. You're lame.
Not bragging
Do
rights.
it out of the kindness of your heart. Why does anybody need to know what you did? If you know what you did and that person knows what you did, that's all that fucking matters. Right? So there's a lot of people out here who want to get mad when you don't want to do things the way that they want to do them.
Right.
And then they want to be like, oh man, we can't fuck with him or her because blah, blah, blah. They don't want to be a part of what we a part of. Why?
¿Por qué?
Why? But you know, we come out and support, we come out and show the love, we come out and do all these great things, right? And there's no expectations.
Yeah.
He brings people, oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, he brings people to shows. He puts people on his bills. I put people on my bills. Other people put other artists on the bills. We pay you a fair fee. We split everything down the middle. But yet, you can show up late and it's cool.
Or not show up at all.
You cannot show up at all, and it's cool. And then you still want to get paid. You want to get paid, and you don't sell no tickets.
You're speaking my language,
right? And then you show up, and you see that we have a fan base who ain't just your artist friends showing up to the fucking show.
Bitch.
We got real fans.
Bitch.
And then you want to act like, oh, like, why can't I get paid like this? What have you done to help contribute to what we were trying to build and bring you in on? Because we're not worried about clicks. Our click's solid, but we're opening our arms to everyone because the community that people in Seattle say there is that in certain places with certain people who truly want to believe in great things.
Yeah.
But the problem is, and why I think it's cliquish, and then I'll shut up.
No.
Is that
Go ahead.
People are entitled to feel like if it's not done their way, then it can't be done. If it's not done on their terms, then it can't be done.
Right.
And that's bullshit. And that goes from the legends all the way at the top to the ones who are in the middle who are making things happen to the ones down to the bottom. There's bullshit rolls downhill. So I digress.
Downhill. Well, I'm pretty sure that was the whole episode. So...
I'm sorry.
What? Okay, whatever. So there is a lot of fakeness in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just feel like...
Talk about the fakeness you've seen, because I've been running my fucking mouth. You got to say something.
I feel like when I meet people, I say this to you all the time. Yeah. And I also say it to King all the time. I feel like when I meet certain people, you guys experience this too. Yeah. There are people who treat you guys with so much respect and put you guys on a fucking pedestal. And then when I talk to them, I get treated very differently. Do you bitches not know that they're going to find out? Listen to me.
Use your brain.
Use your brain. Here's the other thing, though, is like, I am just so sick and tired of feeling like if I don't have... I'm just so sick and tired of feeling like the only time I provide value to people here is if they go on my Spotify and they see I have big numbers.
For sure.
I'm so sick and tired of that.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm so sick and tired of the fact that I do not get my respect unless it's through somebody else that they already respect. You know? And I feel like we do that a lot here. I feel like people throw around names here just to throw names. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people here who will be like, I worked with this person and worked that person. Like, that's supposed to fucking impress me. Yeah. Okay, you did shit here. Have you done shit anywhere else? Have you made an impact anywhere else? You know? Have you? No. But you know who has?
Ooh, talk your shit,
me,
Sarey.
Bitch. Me.
Yeah.
You bitches are so concerned about running the city for what? For what? Right?
It's a whole world out there, player. And you talking about 3 million people.
Listen, it's the fact that when I go to shows, your artist friends are your fans. That's for me. That's cool. That's cool.
Especially if they buying the merch and all that stuff. More power to you. That's love. That's love. We ain't knocking anybody who actually really loves and supports you that's an artist.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Where the regular ass people at? Where's Joe that works at Albertsons? Where's Sandy, manager at Walmart? Where they at?
Yeah.
Because when you come to our show, I don't want to brag. You come to our show, there's queer people, there's trans people who have all sorts of jobs. There's obviously straight people there. But these are people that have nothing to do with music.
Yeah.
In no regard.
Yeah.
And the click shit, you bring out your artist friends, cool. That's great. It only works so much because what I noticed about you bitches, bitches. What I noticed about you hoes is that it's always gotta be about you. And it's always gotta be about, it's all cool, right? It's you're great until you become competition.
Come on, man.
Right? And then when you become competition, I don't fucking like you no more.
But why are you competing with us?
Right? If we're supposed to be a community,
yeah.
If we're supposed to put and I say this to you, I say this to a lot of people. I say, you know what? You know why places like LA and like Atlanta,
New York,
Nashville,
Florida,
Houston, like Texas,
Houston, Texas,
Houston. You know why those places succeed? Because those people share that. They share that bread.
Yep.
Right? They're not the type of people to be like, let me keep this for myself.
Crabs in the barrel mentality.
Exactly. And it's like, what are you fighting for? Why are you fighting for crumbs when you could be fighting for a whole loaf? We can
make a bakery.
Yeah. What? Exactly. So what are we doing? Why are we so afraid of other Seattle artists who are trying to carve paths so that we could be put on the map? Why are we afraid of that?
And realistically, you're disrespecting the people who have who have carved a path for you already.
Right.
Prior to us.
How the fuck does that make us look?
Exactly.
How the fuck does that,
how does that make them feel who've carved the path for you?
Right. Of course you're going to have that selfish, like, I need greed.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I already tried to look out for you bitches.
100% of nothing is nothing.
Exactly. And you bitches didn't believe in what I was doing in the first place. A lot of people didn't believe in me. A lot of people didn't want to see me do certain things, right? Let me tell you something. When I started telling people that I was working with record labels and stuff like that, the energy would shift and people would feel some type of way about that. But it's like, why feel some type of way about that where you could just be nice to me and maybe I could have told you how to do it? Maybe I could have helped you sign a record deal, but no.
And, let's be clear, nobody owes you anything.
No.
Nobody owes you anything. We're not saying people owe you anything. We're just saying that, understanding that building a relationship with people,
yes,
being genuine about the things that you want to do really matter. And
it does.
Last thing I want to say.
No,
that I didn't say.
Slay.
You venues.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about this real quick.
No.
Let's talk about this real quick.
What the venue?
So there's venues here in the local area. I understand you got to make a bottom line. I understand you got to pay your bar managers, your employees, the sound engineer, the lights guy. I get all that.
Operations.
We get it. We are a walking, talking business ourselves. Face the music. E. Brown, Sarey Savvy on the track. You got to bump that. That's the slogan. Come on, we're walking slogans. We understand people got to get paid.
Yes.
You got to make the bottom line. This is a business. We understand that. Don't be gatekeeping and making it seem like that certain people can't bring in numbers of fans over your homies.
Right.
Because there's a lot of artists I see here who are booking shows at the bigger venues who got to draw 20 people. And you losing money as an operation. But you supposed to be making money. But you losing money as an operation. But then there's other people that we know and that have been us who can bring in a bigger draw than your homies. But then you want to act like we can't do it. But then when we show you we do it.
No one gives. Here's the thing. I've never understood this concept, but I also get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you bitches want to fuck with me when shit is good. Why you bitches want to fuck with me when shit is good? And then when shit is bad, all of a sudden, you're no longer there. You're nowhere to be found. I DM you. I'm not that important no more.
And y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man.
You should be.
Some of y'all venues are really great. Let's just keep that energy out there, too.
Yeah.
There's some very good venues that have paid a lot of artists very well, been very fair. Y'all know who y'all are, and you know who you are if you fucking up, too. You shouldn't be putting $20 tickets out there and giving the artist $2 off the ticket.
Bitch.
Off of every ticket sale.
Right.
And then if we don't sell all the goddamn tickets, we can't come back and perform there.
But you support artists though, right?
But then when the pandemic hits and you're losing your business, you want to call on the artist to bring people back in your venue.
Bro.
Right? But we're wrong when we say no, because you won't pay me. You only wanted to give me $20 when you made $3,000. I can go make that at my day job. That's what some of these artists is making it their day job.
I
So like,
get it.
look, we're here bashing, but we're also telling the truth, right?
It's accountability.
It is
That's what that
accountability.
is.
And it's accountability, and let you know, the accountability also has to be on the artist for doing what they say they're gonna do.
Yes.
If you don't have a draw of 50 people, don't say you have a draw of 50 people.
Stop lying.
If you got to draw a 20, tell them you got to draw a 20. And here's the one thing I really want to leave people with. If you don't have it, go create it. Right. If they won't answer your emails, go find somewhere that will.
It's okay if you are at a place in your career right now where you can only sell 10 tickets.
Absolutely.
No one's bashing that. Yep. What we're talking about is don't over exaggerate shit like you got it when you don't. Mm-hmm. Don't do that.
And there's a lot of that.
Right. There is a lot of that. You bitches might have big social media followings, but you bitches can't sell 10 tickets to save your fucking life. Your mom and dad is coming, and that's great because they made you, and that's cute. Mm-hmm. But we're trying to build something bigger than mom and dad. We're trying to build something bigger than sister and brother and friends. You should be targeting the bitches that don't know you yet, that need to know about you. That's what you should be doing. Yep. And I hate this gatekeeping shit. I do. I really do. I hate it. I hate it. And some of you bitches have the luxury, I won't drop names, but some of you bitches got the luxury of being able to, you know, be in a different place while your name is on a flyer and we're expecting that you're going to be performing, your bitch ass don't show up. And you get the luxury of doing it, and you keep getting shows. You keep getting shows through I don't know what, I don't know who, I don't know, I don't give a fuck who gave you those shows. It's the simple fact of like there are genuine artists like us and King Dow and Mosaic and Keontae who are putting in work.
And a lot of other people too. Let's name drop some other people like Nobi.
Yes. Nobi,
Oblay Reed.
Oh my God, John
Mercer,
love John,
Yanni. And if we don't call your name, if you get offended, sorry, I really don't care. That doesn't mean you're not genuine. But if you get offended, then maybe you're not genuine.
We're missing people, and we realize that.
Yeah, we realize that. We're just naming the people off the top of our head.
Yes, exactly.
So
it's.
But like I said, I don't care if you get offended, because that means maybe you're not that good.
Maybe. And but, But what was I trying to get at? I was getting frustrated about. Oh yeah, and so it's just like you keep getting these shows, and then there's, you know, great artists like the people we just named, and then us, and then, you know, the people that we fuck with, that are getting breadcrumbs. Yeah. And these artists, other artists out here, it's like, I'm proud of y'all. I support all y'all local artists. However, it pisses me off knowing that you bitches don't show up when your name is on the flyer. The opportunity could have been given to somebody who actually wants to do this shit.
And if it's okay to share the music, it's okay to share somebody else's music that's not yours. It's okay to show support to people who aren't you. Yeah. There's enough room for everybody to eat.
There is. And I'm so sick and tired of us, you know, I'm so sick and tired of us approaching the Seattle music scene with like scarcity. Scarcity. Yeah. Why? You know what? Maybe there wouldn't be a scarcity if we all came together. Right. Because we could create. What if we created a fucking festival? Right? And we just will. Yeah. What if we did that? Mm-hmm. And what if we just gave everybody and their mother a fucking platform to be on instead of waiting for bitches to give us a platform? Because a lot of you bitches don't want to give me a platform for some reason. The only time you bitches ever read my line is during Pride Month, bitch. Like, damn. Yeah. July 1st, that logo changes right back, bitch. You know, like, but you know what, though? It's okay for me to do that because I'm a gay person and we do it with a different type of intention. I don't know about you, some of you bitches out there. But the point being is I'm so over this whole, like, you know, this is for me. And nobody else gets this. And if you with it already, you with it already. But I know some of you bitches that got that click going on, I know you bitches are doing shit behind y'all back. I know that. I'm not. I've heard some shit. Yeah. I know you bitches are being fake as fuck to each other. And it's amazing. It's amazing to just sit back and watch Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl, real life though. So anyway, but we need to do something about this, Seattle, because we're not gonna thrive.
And if you agree or disagree with what we're saying, please let us know in the
Let
comments.
us know.
We're here for an open conversation. We're here for a debate. We're here for it all.
We want all the smoke.
I love it.
We want all of it.
I love confrontation. Let's get it.
Yeah.
I think we should stop there.
Anyway, this was basically like a therapy session for me. But yes, thank you so much, everyone.
No, it was good to talk about openly.
It was.
Sure.
And
educate the people.
But all in all, it's don't let all of these, like, again, accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Facts are facts.
Mm-hmm.
Opinions are gonna be opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing is we can do better. Our frustration comes from we are better than this.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be this way.
Absolutely.
The way that shit is run does not need to be like this. If we come together, we can change this shit.
Yep.
But first, it starts within us.
Yep.
It starts with changing the way that we look at how we run shit here.
And we are changing that.
Yeah, we are. And as long as we continue that and artists, join us in this, it sounds so like, it sounds very like political.
Cliche. Oh.
Yeah, cliche and political, but like, we are trying to fight for change.
Mm-hmm.
We are trying to fight for something because I think as artists, we should understand that this is bigger than us.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we love y'all. We know that there are artists out there who are doing great work that are getting overshadowed by the horrible practices that are in place right now and the horrible systems that don't allow local artists to thrive. Like, we are very well aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want to say, we want to give you your flowers. And thank you so much for doing great work, keeping your head down and being genuine and being community oriented, because that's what we're missing here.
Mm-hmm.
Community oriented, in the sense of open arms.
Yeah.
Not just sticking with the people that you fuck with, but being open to conversation and putting yourself in positions to be uncomfortable, but it's for the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we see you and we appreciate you.
Again, this is the Face of Music podcast.
So face the fucking music or open up your ass cheeks and just let the dick in, bro. It's fine.
I'm dead.
It's okay. You'll be fine. I promise.
Shout out to Lemon Perfect.
Shout out to
Shout out to Lemon Perfect, the hydrating lemon water. Full of flavor, no
for
sugar,
all you
baby.
Thirsty hoes.
Y'all thirsty. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all, man. We drop episodes every 2 weeks, every other Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll be back.
No! Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, let us know. Let us know in the comment section. We will respond. We respond to everybody, I promise you.
Absolutely.
And share this with some other Seattle artists who you feel like needs to hear this shit. If you feel the way that we feel, share this with them. And if you're angry, share it. Because either way, we gonna get.
DMs are open.
Right. You know where I be. And if you don't, it's in the description box.
Hey.
So pull up at the DM. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. And the next episode is going to be a very interesting one. So we're super excited about that. And we love y'all, and we will see you in 2 weeks. End the fucking recording. I'm not talking no more. I'm done talking.
Like this.